So Viking Cool here with Charlie from Aftermath. How you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I'm actually driving to work right now.
One of the few people who still get to work in these times, huh?
Yeah, no, it's funny because I just left my house, and then my next door neighbor's a Chicago police officer, and he's having a barbecue because it's a beautiful. Where are you guys from? What city are you guys in? New York or?
Yeah. I'm in actually Buffalo, New York.
Yeah, here in Chicago today, it's like one of those nice summer days. You know, it's just it puts you in a good mood. You know what I mean? Those kind of days.
Right.
And I just go to he goes, "Where are you going?" I go, "I'm going to work. I guess I'm immune." You know what I mean? And they all started laughing. He goes, "I went to work too." He goes, "The police are working too." I go, "Well, you know, you guys are." But UPS, you know, I mean, it's kind of weird if it's, you know, they're scaring the world. There's a massive shutdown and we work, and we're actually got offered to work longer hours through the night because I guess this made us busier, you know.
So, am I allowed to touch the boxes, or should I keep them outside for 24 hours?
Yeah, I'm touching them, loading them, so they've already gone through, you know, and I'm doing all right, though. I haven't gotten any, you know, I feel pretty good. I'm not feeling any kind of symptoms.
Well, that's good to hear, man. You know, hopefully it's more hype than anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's unprecedented. I mean, you know, I definitely know in our lifetime, I've never seen anything like this, you know?
Nah, dude. I mean, they're shutting down schools. The only thing that I see open is like you working for UPS, shipping shit out. Then there's grocery stores and shit, but everything else is closed. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy. Like even last night, usually, you know, when I get off like midnight or after, it depends how busy it is, and I couldn't get nothing. I had a taste. I just wanted a, you know, ice cream or something like that. So I tried. I couldn't find anything. Everything was closed.
Yeah, earlier and earlier. You know, I mean, where I'm from, it's 8:00. It's where everything shuts down.
Yeah, the big grocery store here shut down last night at 10:00.
Yeah, it's fucking nuts. You drive 8:30. It's like a zombie movie out there.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if you didn't know better, you just woke up from a long, like, year coma or something, and you woke up to this, you'd think that's what was happening.
Well, you know what's funny is that Jared Leto dude. He was on a retreat, like a meditation type shit, and he was gone for 15 days, something like that, and he had no clue that things gotten this bad. When he got out of it, he was like, "What the fuck's going on?"
Oh, so he actually kind of went through something like that. I just fantasized about.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, I mean, if it'd be shocking if, like, I can imagine if he really went through that. It was on a retreat. It came back. He goes, "What?" I mean, it seemed like overnight. You know, it seemed like we knew about it in China. Next thing you know, when it gets here, it's just overnight the difference, man. Like everything changed in one day. It seems.
For sure. I mean, once it starts hitting the States, you know it's real. You know what I mean? I mean, China and all that, they go through different shit all the time. But you know, once it's hitting home, you know something's different.
Yeah. One thing I will say, man, to anybody, you know, that would ever, like, be living at this moment, I would just question everything, you know, because it's like, you don't know what's true anymore. It's just like a big ball of confusion.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, anything that you look, it's just something to scare you these days.
Yeah, no, it's a fear. And believe it or not, I mean, the album we put out last year called "There Is Something Wrong." It's a concept album,
right?
About the realities of the world, like who the real enemy is. You know what it deals with everything. You know what I mean? It's not it's political, but it's not, because it doesn't side with any political party. It just like says basically the idea is just to question stuff and make up your own mind and connect your own dots when you do good research on topics. You know.
And I love the album.
Oh yeah, the album, yeah, cool. Because right now we got the single, you know, the John Lennon song, "Give Peace a Chance." And I thought maybe you were more familiar with that and didn't know the album, so I'm glad you said that. You know.
Oh no, I'm really familiar with the band altogether. I mean, your publicist set me up with everything a few days ago. I got a chance to listen to everything. Everything's great, man.
Cool, thank you, bro.
No, you know, I just watched the video again before you called me for "Give Peace a Chance." What was the inspiration for you to go ahead and take that spin on it?
Well, that song was because the album was so heavy duty, like it's depressing how the world is, and the album, you know, wanted it to portray that, you know, like wanted to put chaotic tension to it, you know, like kind of like some of the interludes in the album had kind of crowd scenes, like mob scenes, you know, just to set the vibe, because it's a concept album, like a dystopia, you know. And this made sense because it's not so much so we're telling the governments of the world, give peace a chance. Let's not have wars. Because pretty much John Lennon was optimistic about that. But 40 years later, I think it's like a wishful thinking, and it's not going to happen because the industrial war complex is just like we were warned by. I can't remember what president was. He had 8 terms, and his farewell speech was a warning to America. Hey, this war machine is going to take over.
Right.
And so we want to daydream. We want to be. We're realists. You know what I mean? And so it's basically in case it's like for the people that don't turn on each other, don't get divided, because usually when it's breakdowns of society, it's kind of like it's happening now with businesses shutting. Who knows what's going to happen if they shut too long, or the money situation. Don't go after each other. Let's unite and try to be good to each other. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, I love the spin you guys put on this. I mean, the sound that you put to it, you truly did it justice.
Yeah, that song actually made it into. It's weird because if you know the original,
yeah,
John Lennon wrote it. It's an acoustic song. Even though it's just him sitting in bed, the original version. You know what I mean? And singing with the people that were in the room. And actually, on the 4th verse, I don't know if you've noticed, the 3 verses obviously are all John Lennon's words and everything. The 4th one, I didn't want to use what he had. I had a problem with it when I go, guys, I'm going to have to rewrite it because the 4th verse, he's just thanking the people in the room. That's all he was doing on the 4th verse. So I decided to name all the wars America's been in on the 4th verse. And in the video, that verse is when the little girl puts on John Lennon's glasses, and that's when the 4th verse begins, and that's the wars that we've been through, as a nation,
I'm glad you brought that up because I was going to ask you how you came up with that.
Yeah, well, see, she picked up John Lennon's glasses at that was in New York, Strawberry Fields. That I think that's called Strawberry Fields, right? In Central Park.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she's strolling through with her mom, and then she ends up picking up his glasses. When she puts them on, she sees it through his eyes, and that's why she's sitting in the bed doing like John Lennon did, writing the signs, give peace a chance, bed peace, and all that stuff. She's doing it, and the main sign she's drawing is our symbol, the symbol I created for the album and for the concert and everything, which is the peace sign, the anarchy sign, and the cross combined, because it's all like the symbols, everything's symbols, especially with elite stuff. They like using symbolism. So we created something called Symbol Eye, combining all of the 3 major symbols. And she's drawing it in the video,
The video's awesome too. I mean, it really complements the song.
Yeah, the guy that did it, I never met him personally. He's out of New York. I think he did a great job. It looks really, it's got the good colors, it's got the good look, because I wanted it to be like, it's got not, it doesn't look depressing is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, by the way, people haven't noticed because it goes fast. The fast reels where it looks like chaos and traffic, cars. Those are all scenes of people helping other people. They're not scenes of destruction. If you slow them down, you'll see somebody helping get out of water, or somebody stopping from somebody getting hit by a car or pushing them out of the way, stuff like that. That's what, the typical where they show, riots and all that stuff,
Yeah, man. Like I said, the whole video itself, it's awesome all the way through. You guys did a great job on everything there.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. Yeah, because we took a chance, we're doing it because they're in New York. We didn't fly there. We did everything through the mail. So the first version that came back from him, there was barely any tweaking. He did a great job right away. It's rare to get some even mixes of a new song. How many remix, turn up the guitars, do this, do that. It came almost like done just like that from the beginning, which was a relief. Because we did other videos, and I've been in another band, and it goes back and forth for a while before they fix it to the way everybody agrees.
It's pretty crazy. Is the lady from the video?
The mom?
Yeah. Coronavirus. She's in the hospital right now.
For real?
No, man, I don't know her. I'm just fucking with you.
I was getting sad. I go, the poor lady, really? Well, you have to go in there. It's funny because right now I'm starting to wake up talking to you, because I sleep during the day because I work through the nights.
Right.
And I didn't go to sleep last night like normal, like at 3, 4 in the morning. I stayed up and I went to sleep like late in the afternoon today, like maybe 3, 4 hours ago. So I'm on a little sleep. So now I can fall for something like that. My brain, what I'm trying to say is it's not fully awake yet, you know?
Yeah, I get you, man. I'm just fucking around. So,
Yeah. No, I mean that lady and stuff like the mom. I think there are actresses and stuff like that. I actually wanted to use. I had a concept for me for the video. I got a niece that's 8 years old,
right.
and that the girl in the video, the daughter, almost looks that age, and everybody thinks because I talked about it, you know, around here just today. Like I had two friends ask me, "Is that your niece in the video?" I go, "No, man, we didn't do it." Like, because I actually made videos also for the band, but I mean before the album came out, like when we reunited and before we made the album last year, I was starting to really get into making videos, but then our management thought I wasn't a professional video maker. You know what I mean?
So, what are you guys doing on the downtime? What are you guys trying to do to keep busy?
Well, right now we got another song coming out, another single. Well, yeah, I guess it'll be a single unless like we got more music, but I mean this one's all done, finished and recorded. It's called No Time to Waste, and this is an answer. This again with the same topic, but I don't want to give nothing away. But the lyrics describe exactly what's going on right now, and it was written. I mean, it even talks about the agendas that people claim are happening, like a conspiracy person would say, like, problem, reaction, solution, how you create the problem when you already have the solution, and you seem like the person that came up with the good, conclusion. You know what I'm talking about? It's a problem, reaction. It's in the lyrics. And the weird thing is, since we got back together, everything's been happening like coincidentally, or it's meant to be. Like literally, this song, like if I explained something and I was awake and I had to write a paper of what I thought was going on and describe what's going on, it's in the lyrics. So it couldn't have been better timing wise. Even though I wish that wasn't the case.
Right.
There wasn't no. But I mean, I don't know why I literally wrote lyrics before this happened. And you'll see, I could say that. Because the proof is when it's recorded. I mean, it's there. You know what I mean? It's kind of a bold statement to say like you're a Nostradamus. You know what I mean? But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's really true. Not really true that I'm not. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I get what you're saying, man. When can we expect the track to be released?
Like right now, we just heard the first mix where it's supposed to be master and everything like that. But then my man, the band's manager, he's thinking about doing a mix with who Tom Lord LG is.
Yeah.
So he's talking about doing something like that as opposed to the guy that Chuck that did our album and everything like that. So we'll see. I don't even know if I was supposed to say that. He just told me that like right before I talked to you. But it's done and it'll be released. I'd say within like 2 months the most.
Sweet, man. I'm looking forward to that.
I'm thinking they would make a great single with Give Peace a Chance, because it's like literally, and it's really like the chorus, the No Time to Waste is the name of the song. You'll understand. It sounds like really totally musical. You know how the gang vocals that are kind of generic the bands all do. All bands on them. This is another take on it. It's almost like a thrash version of Queen doing backup vocals. Not that it sounds something different than the normal backup thrash metal vocals.
Well, I'm definitely looking forward to hearing that for sure.
Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait for people to hear it. Yesterday we got the first mix, and I literally on my way to work, like I'm going right now, I heard it 7 times, and I never do that with any, even with our album, I just never play my own song that many times. After I get the mix, I'll hear it once and I'll say what it needs, but I just kept listening to it. As after the initial, you got to do, the judgment of the first mix. You know what I mean?
Now, going to the future, I mean, are you guys trying to plan out touring? I mean, how does that work right now when everything's on hold?
Well, right now it's like you can't even plan anything because you don't know. I mean, even like a band like Hatebreed, I just read yesterday their album was about to come out and they had postponed, but they use the word indefinitely, so that kind of threw me off. But so I guess they mean they don't know what's going to come out. So you really can't plan anything now. It's like I don't even know what to say. I'm speechless. I mean, right now was the time, we're putting out new music and, even let's say if we wanted to do a local show, just a fun show, we can't even, I mean, you can't do nothing. So it's never happened before. I don't know I'm confused, That's why some bands are doing some live things, didn't the band play a concert with no audience or something like that recently?
Yeah, doing the internet shows, doing it on Instagram and Facebook and shit like that.
Yeah, and I know Metallica every Friday or something like that they're going to play, and some people thought it was like a live thing where they're going to play in a room, like they do their tuning rooms, before shows and they show their fans. But it's just old shows they're, on from the last tour. So everybody's just trying to figure out what to do. Because think about it, other bands had production ready to go that I know that canceled tours and everybody was ready to go, and then what did they do? I mean, like they had their I can't remember what band it was, but they go, no matter what, if this goes on more than a year or whatever, we want to do the show that we have rehearsed for the people that we're going on tour. So I feel bad for everybody, man. It just messed up so many things.
Oh, for sure. I mean, and like you said, when everyone's on hold like that, I mean, I think people are just starting to get a jump. I mean, I'm seeing a lot of press releases that I'm getting personally that are looking at shows getting rerouted for June and things like that. But how can you even set a date when you really don't know if the world's going to be open by then?
No, you don't know, man. Because first of all, yesterday when I was reading like Facebook, the feed or whatever, or news that were coming up, people were sharing links. One of them said 18 months. The other one said 3 months for sure. The other one said the post office in June. That's when really things are going to get bad. So even if we were playing something, you wouldn't even feel the confidence. What, do we make it 3 months from now? A year from now we playing something? I mean, every band is in limbo right now. And it just blows that we got something that we wanted to play out now and play a new song and our album's still fresh and everything. But look at like a band like I mentioned earlier, the other band, they were ready to go with a brand new album and they don't know what's going to come out,
Well, you definitely don't want to be the first band on the block to start off because the world opens back up and you can start doing shit, are you really going to want to be the fucking first people to get in the group? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's weird. You asked me this question right now, and you're the first person because I've never talked. You're the first interview that I've done, where they asked that question. I've done some other written interviews even yesterday, but they didn't ask the question of the pertaining right now. What do you do next? What's your next plan? I can guess right now. All bands in the world, if you ask that question, we probably all answer back, I don't know.
Yeah, for sure.
It's universal right now. I don't care if it's a band in Indonesia, a band in LA, a band in Chicago. If you're interviewing right now, the future is the same for all of us. We don't know what the next plan. Do we book shows? A lot of people are just going to probably hopefully use the time to write music. If you got nothing else to do, at least you could do that.
Well, that's the good thing I could see is in the next few months, you're going to get a lot of new music out, a lot of videos and things like that from bands.
Yeah.
Nothing left to fucking do. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I never thought about what you just said. Maybe it's going to be like a year, but maybe it'll be like a musical renaissance because, everybody's scared or, everybody's reacting in a lot of ways and maybe it'll produce some good music because, contra chaos and stuff like it does make good art. You know what I mean? If everything's great, you heard this a million times. Let's say if you're a millionaire rock star, you got no problems or whatever, no problem. Chances are your music won't be as interesting,
See, what people got to realize though too is as musicians, touring is where you make your biggest buck. I mean, you guys are people too. That's how you guys.
No, it's 100%. Yeah, the only reason we can strike is we're unique is because we're not we were broken up for a long time, like 2 decades. So when we got back, we only got back because we got asked to do a show in Germany, in 2015. And when we came back, we were just going to do one show, and then we had so much fun. It just felt great. And then the music, we started also the songs started coming right away. So right away, after the first 2 shows, how bands reunite, they just play the same set of the old stuff, for a couple of years. And like Sacred Right, for instance, they toured a long time. We did a show with them in Chicago. When I was talking to Phil, their singer, I go, "You guys gonna make a new album?" He goes, "No, we're just gonna enjoy and have fun. We're making albums too much of a stress or whatever." And they made an album eventually. We right away after the first. I don't remember if it was, early on when we reunited, new music poured out of us. I mean, it was almost like a fountain opened up and we couldn't shut it, And I remember the last time before we broke up, it wasn't that easy for us. Yeah, we wrote music and we did it. We made an album, whatever. What I'm saying is it didn't seem this quick, like it's just pouring out of us. That's why I said earlier, I feel like it's sometimes meant to be, you know what I mean?
So, are you guys able to still come in contact with each other? I mean, has it gotten that bad where you're in Chicago yet, or?
Well, we all live in Chicago. See, I live in the city. Our drummer lives in the city, not too far from me. Our bass player lives right by where we rehearse, and that's in the suburbs. But our guitar player, Steve, he lives the furthest away, like an hour away in the burbs, the Chicago burbs.
Right.
So he hasn't come down because his girlfriend said she wasn't feeling good, and then he didn't want, his new wife. I mean, he got married last year. It's not his girlfriend. And we haven't had a rehearsal yet since we've been locked down. We haven't practiced yet. We haven't gotten together, but we probably will next week. I figure, or something like that. You know what I mean? Because right now, like when I was coming here, because it's a nice day, we're not locked down where we can't go out.
Right.
At night. Because they were saying I got a UPS. They need to use your ID in case you're going to work and they say anything. But it hasn't come to that. I mean, it's not that situation yet. So I just don't want it to be. That's like martial law type stuff. You know what I mean? And if it gets to that where we can't leave and we need excuses to leave, because I'm the guy that made an album about secret conspiracies and all that. So I'll be more, I know a lot more about it than the normal person. But there, I put like a few years like really studying this. It wasn't just like dumb guesses from what other people said. This is all like serious, in-depth research, on who runs the world and why we're always at war and blah blah blah. It's all on there, and why we're being suppressed, and why we're being poisoned by eating junk. Why even the marketing, because here in Chicago, Edward Bernays, he's legendary for advertising man.
Right.
But what that one man did, like for instance, one little thing I'll tell you, women smoke because of him. Because they wanted to, they go where half the population is, and we're not making money from cigarettes. How do we get women to smoke? And he was an advertising guy, and he was related also to Freud. Think about it. So he was brilliant in the early 1900s, marketing commercial, selling stuff to America, still a young country, and he did it psychologically. He decided to make people want things instead of need things.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
Yeah, so I studied all that, man, all the stuff. I mean, I literally got a pretty good grasp on how the world really works, not how, we're told,
So what are you doing on your downtime personally? You running around like the rest of us Americans, stocking up on toilet paper and bullets?
I work at night. Like I said, I start 8 o'clock is when I start loading the airplanes where, maybe some people hear this or whatever are going to get a package from us. But anyways, I load the plane. So it's like such a physical job. It's literally like going to working out. Like when I leave, even if it's freezing out, I'm going in work, like with a parka on. I start loading, like 10 minutes later, I'm down to a shirt and I'm sweating, So I'm up wide, so at night when I come back, I either do like graphic, I like doing some art work. I got into doing, not painting, but more graphic arts, but art, but my art is more like, what's going, collages of things that are happening to become new pieces, I put them all together. But, I do that and then just like, no, I'm not. See, I kind of live as off the grid as you can, living in the middle of a city and being social and not hiding in the woods,
Right.
Because I'm not married, I don't have kids, and then I don't have the bills people have where they're like working just to feed their families and one check from they say the average American household can't afford a $400 surprise bill every month. They'll throw off their whole eating and all that stuff, So I'm not feeling it as much. I wasn't getting toilet paper and stuff like that,
Right. That's good, man.
Yeah, it's good, man. Because if I had kids right now, let's say if I had 2 kids and I had put them through, there'd be a lot of worrying. I'd probably be totally gray, or all my hair would have fallen out, like all my friends did from high school,
So
yeah, there was a reunion not that long ago. Yeah, and I go, man, everybody like stressed out. Everybody's gray and bald. But yeah, sorry, I interrupted you.
No, that's cool, man. I was just going to ask you if fans want to follow up, they want to know more about the band, they want to see videos and things like that. Where do they go? What do they do?
Yeah, the typical like Facebook. The Facebook page is good for all the latest stuff. But then Instagram, I kind of mainly run on Facebook. Other, not just me. Other people post. But I mean, I was the one that was doing it before. The management and publicity, they took over and do it with me. But that's the first thing I would check. And we got our own cool webpage, just in case it all breaks down and Facebook disappears or whatever happens. Yeah, the aftermath. I think it's .com, but you can get that from Punny the Post, right? Because I don't go on, I don't remember them by heart. There's so many, and then just that Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those. Just Aftermath Chicago for Facebook.
Perfect, man. Well, I appreciate your time. I'm looking forward to the new single that's going to come out within the next few months, and hopefully I get to catch you on tour sometime. Fuck, who knows, in a year or so, maybe.
Yeah, thank you for the interview. It was really cool talking to you. And I don't know if you ever. I mean, it's not like you know my interviews, but if you had time to check, I never hype something. This new single, it's got not just me, the management, the spouse, our guitar player's wife. I mean, everybody is excited, like kid excited about this new song more than anything. It's just this song. We're really, really excited about it.
Well, then hopefully I get to do a premiere for you guys. Then it sounds that good.
Oh, that'd be cool. Yeah, set that up, and you should get a T-shirt with the symbol on it too. That's a cool shirt, for. It's not. It doesn't even mention the band on it. It's just the symbol. We got those cool black and white shirts like that too. But I'm sure they'll tell you all about that, or our manager will.
Oh yeah, man. I'm looking at the symbol. I'm on your Facebook page looking at it right now. I mean, it caught my eye right off from the bat.
Yeah, and you know what's funny? That shirt, for some reason, I don't know why. If you go to Instagram page, we'll put up a picture. They decided it could be a grandma, it could be a little girl, it could be a woman. But for some reason, a lot of girls that have taken some quite sexy photos with that shirt on. And I was looking at it. I even asked Pete, who's a manager, and Eric at Zoid. I go, man, what is it with these girls taking these kind of risque photos, I don't know, can this generation handle stuff like that?
Right.
Like if you go to Instagram, yeah, because another one just came the other day, and this girl's she took 20 of them. I went, and it's that shirt. I don't know. I think they like being sexy in it, which is totally not what it's for. It's I should go, girls, what are you doing? Put on some clothes. This is serious stuff here.
Yeah, get your act together. Put them tits away.
Yeah, we're not Motley Crue, man. We're trying to we're trying to help the world. We're not just partying.
What are you gonna do?
Anyways,
man?
yeah. Sorry to drag it on. Yeah, I'm starting to wake up now, so I'm gonna start blabbing. But anyways, it was great talking to you, and hopefully we'll talk again and maybe meet in person one day and have a beer or whatever.
Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to the day that happens for sure.
Yeah, hopefully we're out of this and bands can go functioning again. Well, everybody.
Definitely, man. Like I said, I wish the best of luck to you. People that are listening, it is Facebook.com Aftermath Chicago, and then it's Aftermath.com to go to the actual site, and all the links will be attached to the interview. So.
Yeah, and then you'll send the link and then I'll share. It's gonna be how's it? Are you gonna write it or it's just gonna be the recording, right?
Nah, man, it's just us talking. It'll be up there. I'll make a video out of it so people can watch.
All right, kick ass. All right, yeah. All right, that's cool, man. Yeah. All right, great, man. It was great talking to you, and I'm off to load some boxes on an airplane.
All right, boss. Have a good one, man.
All right, great meeting you. Bye-bye, man.
Take care.